Hey everybody, happy Thursday. My name is Coach CJ with Coach's Prep, and I'm here to talk to you about your workout today. So today's training can be broken into two pieces. The first one is going to be midline stabilization for quality, and we're going to do that utilizing the McGill Big Three, and I'll get to more detail on that in a second. Second piece is going to be a conditioning piece where it's going to see 5 rounds of 2 minutes of work and 2 minutes of rest. And what we're doing is we're going to try to maximize your work capacity through some intentional pacing on that. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. I'll talk about that first training piece and let's have some fun. The first piece is utilizing 3 rounds of quality of the McGill Big Three. The McGill Big Three is 10 curl-ups with a 10-second isometric hold at the top, accumulate 90 seconds of a side plank, and then do 12 bird dogs on each side. That's going to be the first round. The second round is just changing the rep scheme on the curl-ups. You're going to do 8 instead of 10 with a 10-second isometric hold on each. Then accumulate 90 seconds of a side plank again into 12 bird dogs on each side. Third round is going to be for 5 reps of a curl-up with 10-second at the top, 90-second side plank, and 12 bird dogs. The curl-up looks like this. So what we're looking for on this curl-up, laying flat on the ground, I'm going to lift one leg up, have my foot down flat, hands underneath the low back. I want to look straight up, take a deep breath, exhale, brace that midline section, so I'm just getting that nice tension inside of my midline. I'm going to slightly lift my head up, and I'm going to breathe for 10 seconds. All while maintaining tension in that midline. Once you're done with that 10 seconds, back down. For the first round, we're going to do 10 reps of that. Every single rep has a hold at the top. The second movement of the McGill Big Three for us is going to be 90 seconds of a side plank hold. And this is a side plank. My shoulders are stacked above each other. My shoulders, my hips, and my feet are all in one line. My back almost up against the wall, basically thinking about it nice and straight. From this position, I'm going to hold for 90 seconds. All right? I can take breaks, or I can scale accordingly, or even here, or elevating to hold that scale. But I'm going to pick something that I can do 90 seconds of that hold in no more than 3 sets. The third and final movement of the McGill Big Three are bird dogs. With the bird dog, I want you to think that there's a small tray on your lower back. On that tray is a glass of water. The water is all the way to the top. So what I want to do in these bird dogs is I want to get into this nice tabletop position. My hands are right above my shoulders. My knees are above my hips, giving a little bit of space in between my knees. I'm going to then set that back position, put that tray of water on that back, and I'm going to lift the opposite arm and opposite leg and then come back down. 12 times on each side. With the conditioning piece, we have 5 rounds, with each round giving you 2 minutes to complete a 100-meter run, 20 burpees, and then as many air squats as possible in the remaining time. So for example, if it takes me a minute to finish my run in burpees, I now have a minute to do as many air squats as possible. Once that 2 minutes is up, I'm going to rest for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to do that again for 4 more rounds, trying to meet or exceed the amount of air squats that I did in that first round. So the intention of this is to get to those squats. For those of us that may struggle to get to those air squats after a run in burpees, the way that I want you to try to scale the workout is by reducing the number of burpees. So you should have in that first round at least 20 to 25 seconds to get to your air squats. So for the burpee, the standards are going to be as follows. And let me show you what a burpee looks like. So it's that chest touches the ground, and then on the way up, I get that full hip extension by jumping and clapping at the top. Now, if you need to scale burpees, scaling options are as follows. Whichever option that you do for the burpee, just keep in mind you should not have to break this up into more than 2 sets with a very, very short rest, but this should be something that you get through the burpees pretty much unbroken. So for the air squat looks like this. So the standards for that air squat, making sure you're looking straight ahead, keep the chest nice and tall, sit back into that squat, hips go below parallel. For those of us that cannot reach parallel, you can also use a couch or any kind of piece where I come down here and right back up. So the idea here is not to sit down, but it is to just gently touch and then full extension of those hips, lock everything out at the top. So that's our training for Thursday. If you have any questions about movement, scaling, or anything like that, please feel free to contact me or any one of your Deuce coaches. Have fun. Good luck.